This is just AMZN for Friday, February 7th, 2020. Taking the 5 minute here. And we got a big move on Friday right out the gate. So I had a really nice high wave candle on this red line. We'll look at that in a sec. Inside candle. This candle breaks out by 8 cents. And then this is an inside candle again, I think. Below. Yeah, inside candle again. And then it breaks out for real with a bullish candle. Comes right into 2050, high wave candle. Slightly lower low, right? Very slight. And then starts to bounce. So it actually retested the highs of these wicks with this candle. Just depends on which option, if the option actually pulled back like this. But then it just ran. It just ran up. And check out where it actually went. If I extend, so this is an extension. Cancel the right extension. There we go. I had drawn this the other day, just looking at, well, there's some support in here. And then I extended this one to the right. And that's right where we opened today. Check out if I extend these to the right. This one. That's where we ran into first. And then we almost got this. We almost hit that price up there. So pretty cool to have just something that I drew the other day line up really well with the move today, and should have known it was just going to continue higher. I was just talking Thursday that it looks like this could pull back, but it just kept changing lanes, staying up, not going down, and then sure enough, it ran. So just looking at today, making new highs, new all-time highs on the daily chart. No, not quite so on the after hours. We still have a higher high, got all the way up to almost 2100. And there were some opportunities to play this bullish right out the gate. Like I said, we were looking at the 2060 on Thursday. We gapped way down and then put in some nice lows down in here. And just look at how far that went. I mean, it's just crazy how far it went. This was the high of this candle around 3, and then this was that pullback candle, and it got below 3. So really could have set up a trade to get in as, you know, pulled back into the high there at 3 by 2, maybe. It did hold these lows, 238, 243, 238 again. So 3 by 2 could have worked here. Looking at 2060, just because that's what we were looking at the other day. Now, the 2075 calls, those were under $1 for a little while, under $2 for a while. That ran. I mean, everything really worked. If you just bought calls in the morning, it pretty much worked. I say pretty much because if you, depending on when you bought and where you put your stop, I mean, the 2100 even almost got in the money, and, you know, had a big pullback later because it didn't continue up, but pretty much, you know, being bullish was a good play. And then some kind of topping pattern here. Not quite sure if it's like a head and shoulders or a triple top or something like that. We did end up pulling back pretty quickly into 2070 and then again into 2070 after this kind of a retest. And there were some opportunities to play that bearish. So looking at like the 2075 puts, those were under $1 through here. So the absolute zero play where you risk the full R, you know, is the most you could lose. That being the option price that you're going to pay, or less than that. That worked if you were buying 2075 puts when it was making these new all-time highs, looking just for some sort of a pullback. And you got a really nice pullback into 2070. So it was $5 in the money. And then you got another $5 in the money. And then with still more theta decay, you know, it actually moved further up. And then again, down to 2070, you can see another hour later when this happened, you don't get as much of the premium because there's only a little bit of time. There's only about 40 minutes left till the option expires. And, you know, obviously if you're holding this put into expiration, you want it to be in the money for it to make some money, and or you want to be exiting while it's really nicely up. It was not in the money. It was out of the money. But some nice bearish moves here and here. Really nice bullish moves here. Even really nice bullish moves off of 2070 both times, here and here. And that would have been, I mean, really expensive to be buying, depending on which option. If we look at 2075 calls, you can see, you know, a nice couple bounces here, right in here, and then down here, almost absolute zero, right? Oh, yeah, it was. Came down less than $1. Not sure if you could have bought at that price. And then even the last 10 minutes of the day, almost down to $100. Really the best was real early on. The first, you actually had a really nice long time. You had a good half hour, right? Before we stayed above $1. Yeah, about a half an hour. If you just bought 2075 calls, you know, thinking, hey, it should move, right? We've got some high wave candles here. We have some wicks. You know, let's see if we get going this way or this way. And you know, ultimately, I think I got rid of. I'm going to get rid of these right now. We don't need all these now. Why isn't that deleting? There we go. Now they're deleting. It's good while it lasted. You know, gave us some framework. I'm gonna leave this on here a little longer. See if we change these lanes a little bit. I can try to redraw this a little bit, but basically, I guess we can come way back over here. Oops. Sorry, hang on. Hit the wrong button. I meant to annotate. This should be sharing again. Okay. So draw this. Why isn't that drawing? Why is it not drawing? Am I sharing? Recording is working. Sharing is working. Why is it not? Draw with the line. It's not switching over to let me draw. Sorry, I'm not sure what happened. It says it's recording and it's trying to annotate and let me draw, but it's not giving me, oh wait, there it goes. There's the pen. Okay. Sorry about that. Something like this where you've got just this consolidation that comes, you know, we've really got, you know, this being the low. The red line is really the low, and we just come back into that again. And then the high, you could either draw a little bit sharper or steeper like this, or come all the way back over to this one and make some lower highs, and then it steepens. But all of this was just a really nice consolidation. I mean, even just this part from yesterday, or from Thursday, was a really nice consolidation. Looked like it was going to break down. Sorry. Looked like it was going to break down, but as these have been doing, it's like a false breakdown. Even like look at all the people that were actually shorting it and getting trapped right as it opened up here. You know, so it's down here. Okay, people are going to sell it, makes a new low. You don't want to be that person selling it down here, because then it rips higher all day, most of the day, all morning, I should say. So anyway, just a really nice triangle, you know, false breakdown, and just, just races higher. So overall, this is a really big kind of S curve with a kind of a second dip through here. And we'll see if we continue to move on up. See if we can contend with first the 2110 price, and then 2134. See if we can get up there this week and just continue pushing higher. I do think we'll have a bigger pullback at some point, where we do a bigger S curve, maybe back to 2050. It'd be nice if it comes down lower and moves below these lows, just to trap some more bears that are thinking, oh, it's going down, and then bulls come in and push back up again. So we'll see if we can do that. There was some nice levels in here, right around the 2005 price. And so we'll really just see if we can get a pullback into that. But right now, it's just moving on up, making higher highs, higher lows right now, just the last two candles. And, it's very sharply bullish. So, stay bullish on this and just buy as low as you can. Like today was buy a really low option price at 2075. That goes almost $25 of the money, and showed you that on the price. and the price the option moved into. So I'm not going to go look at every option possible, but there were plenty more. You could have been buying options, every strike, the $5 strikes, the 250 strikes, anything really, just wherever you're at in terms of the premium you want to put in it. If you're trading a bigger R than $100, I'm just trying to show you what you could have done out of the money options, $100, and some of these that really just lined up really well for a good move. So hope this helps. This is just AMZN. Thanks.